Hi, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to use different applications with Twitter. You can always go out to twitter.com and sign in and use Twitter that way, but there's a couple other applications that I use. One is called Hootsuite, and Hootsuite is basically a application within your computer, within your iOS, Android, any of those other devices that you use, can bring in all of your social media accounts kind of thing, which is kind of cool. So, but I use it for Twitter, for a couple reasons. When I go ahead and sign in, basically, I guess it's new here. I'll give you like a little how to use it and not whatever. But I use it for different reasons. One of the biggest reasons why I use Hootsuite is that when you compose a tweet up here, now it looks a little bit different than Twitter.com, but it's basically the same. When you compose a tweet, and I tweet this out, I have the option to schedule it. I can schedule it for a later time. And this is powerful because maybe I don't want maybe I don't want to put something out right now. I find a great article or a great resource, but it's at 12 midnight, and if I tweet it out then, not a lot of my followers or people would see that. So when I go ahead and schedule, I can schedule that for 8 a.m. or whenever my followers would like, what I think that they would see that. So scheduling is big. I really like scheduling. Also within Hootsuite, you can drag and drop files, and then the link will automatically be shrunk. So you could shrink URLs to condense your tweet. And remember, on Twitter you get 140 characters, so it has to be you have to really get your point across in what you're using. Another application that I use, and within Chrome I use TweetDeck. TweetDeck is an extension, a Chrome extension. You can also get it on if you have a Mac, you can also use it within the App Store. You can download TweetDeck. You can get it on programs that way. So the one way that I use it is again, scheduling these tweets. Same thing, you can schedule them out for any time that you'd like. The difference between TweetDeck and Hootsuite is when you schedule these, notice they only come in 5-minute increments. So you really have to say, okay, if I want something to go out at 11:35, that's great. But if I want something to go out at 11:37, I can't do that with Hootsuite. I can do that with TweetDeck. So I can change this to go out at 11:37, and it's going to go out at 11:37 today. In my tweet. A nice thing that I do like about TweetDeck and Hootsuite is that you can kind of see all of your timelines, the timelines that you want to put in. You can customize this with basically anything. So you can put your home feed, your schedule, any hashtags that you want to follow. That is just really, really nice. Some applications that I use on the iPad or some of my other devices is Flipboard. And Flipboard is a great application, and the best way that I use Flipboard is that I can search a hashtag. So basically all I have to do is use the search button, put in the hashtag, let's say example NDEdChat, and I have all of the recent and past tweets that use the hashtag NDEdChat, which is really nice, or any other hashtag that I want to follow. I just have to add it to basically my magazine and my searches, and then you get a nice looking magazine, and that you can go through. It works really, really well, especially for searching those hashtags. So again, I just wanted to show you a couple of the applications that I use. Within my iPhone, I do use Tweetbot. I typically use this for my Mac also. There is it is $2.99 on the iPhone, but I typically use this as my how I tweet on my iPhone. The only thing that I don't like about Tweetbot is that you can't schedule those tweets. So if I find something within Tweetbot, I have to get out of that and go into Hootsuite or TweetDeck and schedule it for later, or save it for later and tweet it when I'm ready. But other than that, Tweetbot is very, very good. It hardly ever crashes. It's got a new design for iOS 7, and it's just it's a really, really good app. So again, Tweetbot, Flipboard, TweetDeck, Hootsuite, or if you're just comfortable using Twitter.com, you can.